Welcome to the Happy Gaijin, everyone. So this is a little bit of a random stream for those of you watching from the start, maybe watching it later, just letting you know what's going on. I am still planning my trip to Japan. I have all the stops where I'm going, the hotels, the main bits are done. So it's not a disaster. If I get to Japan and I don't have a list of things to do, I can figure out my way. But I thought that I could literally plan some of the places I'm going to be going, take you on the journey of how I sort of like go about planning things, show you what I'm doing, and just plan with you guys, helping me out a little bit, if that makes any sense. So let's get started. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Alminox, right? Whose birthday is it? It's Alminox's birthday. Is Alminox here? Somebody said happy birthday. And whose birthday is it? I'm not very sure if Alminox is here, but if Alminox is here, happy birthday. And thanks everyone. Is it Jesse's birthday also? Oh, Jesse's birthday also. Wow. We have Jesse and Alminox's birthday today on the same day. Wow, amazing. Happy birthday to you. All right, so this is a plan. The plan is to share the screen with you and sort of give you a little bit of an overview of what I am going to be doing. Just started off with a landing page of Arashiyama. Not that I'm going to be going to Arashiyama, although maybe I will, I'm not very sure. But that is basically the plan. You'll be able to see what I'm typing, what I'm looking at, and that kind of thing. I'll keep an eye on the chat. I will highlight a few of your comments every now and then, but I won't be highlighting too many. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you guys, because I'm worried that it might be a little bit too boring for all of you. I don't know, but hey. So I've got my laptop, by the way, here on the side with some important information, and I do have my breakdown of my sort of like what I'm going to be doing the daily. And my aim on this this little stream that I've put together, my main aim is actually to figure out some of the train times that I'm going to be taking, and also I'm going to be figuring out some of the things that there are to do in certain places that I'm going to be going to, if that makes any sense. So that is my main issue. I've got a spreadsheet here which I'm typing on, and I'm not going to be sharing this spreadsheet with anyone just yet, because it has some personal information like specific dates and specific hotels that I'm staying in and that kind of thing. I don't mind sharing some of the information, obviously, but if that makes any sense, I try to keep things on the lowdown until once I'm in Japan, people will figure out where I'm going. And it's not like if I'm in a city, it's not like people are going to hunt me down. It's not like I'm a super celebrity or anything like that. But I do need to sort of like not allow people to plan too much. I don't mind meeting people, but I don't want people like following me too much. All right, let's see. For some reason, viewers are not showing up there, so I don't know how many people there are. According to that, there's 0 viewers. You know why there's 0 viewers? Because I think that's I gotta take it off. I think that's the viewers for Ninja Monkey, which obviously right now is, so it doesn't matter. All right, so there's a few things that I want to look at. First of all, I want to check out where am I? 21st, Aizu Wakamatsu. So that's one of the places that I'll be going to. So Aizu Wakamatsu, for those of you who can see, that's basically one of my locations. Actually, that will be my location straight after Tokyo. I'll be stopping in this place, so it's quite nice, I guess. And I always like to start off by sort of like figuring out, get a gist of the area, and get an idea of what I might expect if that makes any sense. And if anybody has been to Aizu Wakamatsu, then obviously, you can help me out also. So, it's a city on Japan's Honshu Island, blah, 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 blah. What attracted me to this is a little castle. The Tsuruga Castle has distinctive red tiled roofs, okay? Surrounding area park. No, I mean, the problem with Japan, not really the problem, but one of the things that you probably notice is that everywhere in Japan is best seen under the cherry blossoms, according to every single guide. So just bear that in mind, okay? And nearby a traditional tea house sits in Oyakusen Medical Garden. So that's probably one of the things that I'm quite interested in there. So I'll check that out now. I'm going to just put it in my list of things to check out. So nearby tea house, I'm just writing it down. Nearby tea house, and it says in Oyakuen Medical Gardens. Oyakuen Medical Gardens. Also, for your information, I've actually been contacted by the tourism sort of like agency for this town, which is pretty nice. But they've asked me to give them a list of things that I might be interested in. So this is basically one of the things I'm doing. Let's just very quickly want to see who's here. Yes, it's happening now. Jesse, what's up? Thank you very much for being here. Dangle is always working or drinking, one of the two. Alan, wrong account, I could see there. Yes, Jim Ross. Absolutely, Jim Ross. Why can't I see the okay, let me put this at the top. The highlight. Okay, yes, Jim Ross is another random live. Dangle is in Croatia. Caroline, hola. Jesse, sounds amazing. Back in Tokyo next week. Japanese Band got his stuff sorted. And I'm glad that Discord message helps. And did you see the Nobita did a video asking the question of whether non-Japanese think gaijin is a slur? No, I haven't. But the fact of the matter is that I chose the name on purpose because I wanted to be a little bit, like tongue-in-cheek. I know that gaijin is a little bit of an interesting word for people, and I thought, you know what? Let's turn things around. Let's own it, right? Right now, munching on a dulce de Texas donut shaped like Texas, of course, my birthday present to me. Happy birthday, I already mentioned that. And trying to plan with the time difference is confusing. Big brain time, definitely. And lots of happy birthdays. The monkeys are a lot more chill than, to be honest, the monkeys in Gibraltar are not chill at all, to be honest. And I've already the names who are here, and I'd be nervous too. Okay. And okay, so let's get back into my planning. You can see here what I have roughly. So I'm just making a list of things that I'm interested in right now. Obviously, Google is a very good way to sort of do that. And it also says there's a lake. Okay, I might not make the lake, but I will make a list of it just in case. And so the next thing that I usually do is I sort of go down the what to see around. Japan Guide is quite a good sort of like resource, to give you an idea of things that you can do in the area. Top attractions, former post town along a trade route. Oh, that looks really nice actually. I think somebody actually mentioned it right on the on the chat. Yes, I think that looks really nice, to be honest. So let's add it to my list. You know, these are all things that I can consider doing. I'm only going to be there for a night. I'm staying in a really nice ryokan there, by the way. We have the castle that obviously I will check out. Large Restoration Samurai Mansion. That looks interesting. Now this is the kind of thing, but I think this is a little bit out of the city. I checked it out already, and it seems to be a little bit out of the way. I'm not very sure. So, like I mentioned, I try to get a list of things like this, and what I do is you can't see it, by making a list on a spreadsheet, basically. I don't need to know the specific information right now, because you'll see now what I do with this list once I've got the list done. Oops. Why is it not pasting? Copy link. No, copy. I don't want to copy the link. I just want to copy the oh, stupid. I'll just type it in myself then. And we have Aizu Buke Ashiki, which is a samurai mansion. I also think that this onsen looks pretty nice. I did check it out, like I mentioned before, but I'll write it down. Higashiyama Onsen. You know, I'd be very happy with some sake, obviously. So Suehiro Sake Brewery. And then this is a site of suicide by a group of young soldiers. I'm not very sure if this is something that I'm truly interested in. And then here, traditional Japanese landscape garden. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I would probably like. So I'll write that down also on my list. Oyakuen Garden. Famous medical researcher. I probably wouldn't be interested in that myself personally, but I'll definitely checking this temple looks interesting, depending on where it is, obviously. Enzoji Temple. So I've got a list of a few things to check out, if that makes any sense. And just come back to what you have to say. A freak in the spreadsheets. Interesting in the things to do outside of the Golden Route. Not Tokyo, Hakone, Kyoto, Osaka, and perhaps, Hiroshima might sometimes be included in that route with the train passes going up. I want to avoid lines not covered, most expensive. Yeah, I think that that's what I'm going to be showing a lot of on this trip, by the way. A lot of places that people don't go. Aizu Wakamatsu seems to fit the bill. Which train passes are you using? I'll be using the main, national rail pass. And I've already done my calculations. It's about just under 3 hours from Tokyo. So it's a little bit of a trek, but you can stop by Sendai on the way. Oh, okay. So, in fact, guys, what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm just going to stop here. I'm not going to stop, but I'm going to go to me. Me solo, because what I'm going to be doing also is I'm going to be ordering myself a pizza. Because I could see myself being here a little bit, quite a little bit of time, and I'm not going to be cooking. So what should I have? I like pepperoni or margarita. I'm a little bit of a boring person when it comes to pizzas. So I've got my phone, my app, and we have like a equivalent to Deliveroo, I guess it is, but not quite. And I think I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for a Diavola. I find it a little bit too chili. Should I go for a Diavola, which is like a chili pepperoni? Should I go for a margarita? I'm just gonna go for a. Okay, let's do Diavola. And I don't think I want to add anything extra to it. Sorry about the random thing here. Add to basket. Collection or delivery. Delivery, yes please. Deliver it to my house. Thank you very much. Let's leave a tip, because don't want to be that guy that doesn't leave a tip. And checkout. I'm going to pay by Apple Pay, and I'm going to send it to my home. And place order. I need to do the whole like authentication with my face. And let's check that it's accepted, and then I can carry on with my, yes, it's accepted, I think. Processing, and it should take about 45 minutes to arrive. And just, yeah, everything is fine here. So sorry about that, everyone. The Kyushu regional pass seems to cover more things, trains and buses than most. Am I wrong? A lot of regional passes. First of all, most JR passes, if not all JR passes, actually cover JR trains and ferries, trains and buses. A lot of them. So you can do that anyway in most places. But each regional pass has its advantage. Okay. Pizza. Okay, Japanese, and maybe all of you on watching right now, you're gonna really piss yourselves laughing. What is Deliveroo called in Jib? Dave or something, or just a guy everyone knows? I swear to you that I was hungry. I was a ninja monkey first, but Deliveroo in Gibraltar is called Hungry Monkey. Hungry Monkey, it's called. Check it out. I'll show you. Can I show you? Can you see Hungry Monkey at the top there? Hungry Monkey? Hungry Monkey is called. And this is a Hungry Monkey, so yeah. Hey, I'm doing fine, thank you very much. I'm just doing some planning. And is your plan over 6 weeks to have 3 2-week itineraries, or 6 1 weeks? Is a whole 1 week, is a whole itinerary, a whole 6 weeks itinerary. I'll be mainly doing Tohoku, by the way, north of Japan mainly. Let me just try and get this chat highlight working, because I don't know why it's not working. Let's copy it. And let's get the chat highlight up and running again. Right, does this work now? No? Yes, I think Little Caesars trademarked that saying. And just thinking how I can leverage your experiences best for my planning, or just watch for enjoyment. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is not just, you can give me ideas also. So just step 1, what I normally do is I make a list of the things, and then what I normally do is, I don't know if I can do this here though. I might not be able to do it, but normally what I do is I go to my maps, and I need to, maybe I can do it, hold on. Just, I've got to be careful with accidentally sharing some information that I want to share. But so what I usually do is I go to my maps, and you'll see that now. I'll show you now. I need to log in. Open your YouTube app on the phone. Sure. YouTube app on the phone is blah blah blah. Yes, it's me. Okie dokie. I'm signed in. Not now. Okay, so what I normally do, I think I can get back to the split screen that I had. Right, there we go. So what I normally do is I get myself a mind maps just to sort of home in and get an idea of where everything is. I think it's easier to have your own sort of maps, like mind maps, than to do it through Google Maps. I know that you can do it, but it's easier just to pinpoint everything. And what I do now is I actually start writing here. So Aizu Wakamatsu. So I search here, Aizu Wakamatsu Station. And the reason why is because usually I will be staying near the station, so this will be my starting point, and I add it to the map. And you can start seeing now that my point has been added to the map there, which gives you sort of an idea of where I am and where everything is, how far everything is, if that makes any sense. The next thing that I'm going to add is the Ochi, what's it called? Ochijuku, and it's in Aizu Wakamatsu. Will it find it? I think it has found it. Or has it not found it? Okay, if it can't find it, I'll have to do some additional sort of things to make sure that I get the right address. But it doesn't matter. We have Aizu Bukeyashiki. Here we go. So this is another one here. I'm adding it to the map, and now I'm starting to get an idea of how far things are from one another. So that's where sort of the area that I'll be staying. Actually, I'll actually be staying closer to this area here, to be honest. So maybe I should add this to the map. And here is one of the sites I've added. Is everybody sort of following what I'm doing? Do you sort of understand what I'm doing or not doing? So that would be the next thing. The next thing I will do is search for the next point, which is Higashiyama Onsen. Higashiyama Onsen. Now the question is Higashiyama Onsen. I'm guessing it's this area here. So I will add it anyway. Just add one of these here to my map. Close the map. We can start seeing the general picture of where things are. So these two places are quite close together. It's quite good. Then we have Suehiro Sake Brewery. Let's add it to the map. Let's see where that important landmark is. The great thing about these little towns is that things are quite small. You know, like it's not a big city, so it should be quite doable in a day. You know, that's probably the size, I'm guessing, of Shinjuku. You know, just as a city or as a town. Next one was Oyakuen Garden. Oyakuen, which is definitely, I don't know if that is that it. I don't think it's that. Oh yes, it is. It is. Okay. Add to the map, and we're starting to get a better picture. And also, what I like to do is I like to change my base map to something that highlights the distance a little bit better, because this one sort of has too much information and you get lost with all those numbers. So what I like to do is change it to something that's a little bit easier. That one's quite nice, I think. Right, so those are quite a nice spots, and I start getting an idea of how I could sort of like do the route if I wanted to do a route. Okay, let's get back to let's search for two more things that I needed to search before we carry on, and that is Enzoji Temple. That looks pretty spectacular in my opinion. I've got a feeling it's going to be far. I don't know why. But let's see. How far is it? That looks far. From that looks quite far. Okay. Just options anyway. And also, the one that I couldn't find earlier on was Ochijuku. Let's see, is that in the right place? The right city? The right town? Okay, add to map. Alright, so those are all of my spots. In fact, I'm going to remove this one, which is just a random... What's this? I'm going to remove... I'm going to remove Aizu Wakamatsu Station because actually I am going to be staying in the area of Nanukamachi Station in... That's not right, is it? That's completely wrong. Oh boy. Nanukamachi Station. There we go. That's better. Add it to the map. Okay. So now I have sort of an idea of where some of the main things anyway in the city are, and I also have an idea of where some of the things that are further out are, and that is my first sort of like planning. The second thing that I do is I then go to Google Maps and I'll search for Shinjuku because that's actually where I'm going to be staying just before that trip, and I'm going to sort of figure out some directions, some rough directions, timings and how to get to Aizu Wakamatsu. So I type in Aizu Wakamatsu station, and I've already done the research, and I know that it's better for me to go to Aizu Wakamatsu station and then to get a taxi than to put the directions to the other station, because it just takes too long. Even though they're quite close together, probably the trains running between them are very local, and probably they are not as frequent, which will really slow down your trip. So that, and finally I'm going to change the thing to transit, and also I'm going to change the date to depart at, and I'm going to choose the day that I'm going to be departing roughly. So I'm actually going to be departing on the 28th of July, and I would like to probably change my options to instead of depart at, I'll probably go arrive at, and I probably want to arrive quite early in the morning. I would have spent like a week in Tokyo, and I probably want to get into the area quite early, and starting to move the time that I'm going to sort of depart at, that I want to arrive at. I can actually start seeing what time I would have to leave and how realistic it is. So I just start moving it a little bit, and it also gives you an idea of how long it will take you to get there. So 3 hours 16, 3 hours. All right, it's obviously telling me to go to Tokyo Station, which I was expecting anyway. So it's kind of weird because I don't know, do you guys feel the same as me? Because I don't really, whenever I do like from Shinjuku to wherever, I usually don't count this part here. I count from Tokyo Station. So what I'm going to do is just to get an idea of how long the main traveling is going to take. I'm going to change it to Tokyo Station. And that will give me a sort of more realistic 2 hours 51 minutes is the length of time that it's going to take me, and also it tells me what extra trains I'm going to be taking, or if it's a bus. I'd prefer to keep to trains. In this case, for example, here if I leave at 6:40, I think it's too early for me personally, but if I leave at 6:40 in the morning, it will be one Shinkansen and one local train changing here in Koriyama, if that makes any sense. And maybe I want to arrive a little bit later than that. Now we're getting into more realistic timings. 7:40 in the morning, I could probably do that, or maybe arriving, it's the same, doesn't change much. 8:28 in the morning, but that's 7:40 seems to be the best option. To be honest, it will get me in at 10:30 in the morning, and it would also mean that the trip that I would be able to maximize my time. I'm gonna go back to the chat. Sorry, but let me know your thoughts on how I'm sort of planning this. Deliveroo is a UK thing. We don't have Little Caesars in the UK, Domino's and Pizza Hut though. Okay. I wouldn't think there's an expiry date, to be honest. Left the Netherlands a few months ago. I wonder why. Maybe it was because of Brexit. I wonder. Couldn't compete with local services. Oh, there you go. Okay, lots of conversations there. So this site is pretty accurate with travel times to travel between locations. I would say pretty much. I mean, this is my planning stage, which basically means that this will give me a good idea, and then what basically happens is I will probably check the times when I do the reservations for the trip, like the day before or a few days before, if that makes any sense. I'm using Google Maps. Yeah, Google Maps is really good with travel maps, travel times, but be careful if you search while trains are closed due to time difference. You might get weird results. This is why you need to, when you search, you need to change this setting here. You need to change to depart at, and it will be Japan times. Arrive by, okay? And I've put it by arrive by because it gives me a better sort of idea of the time they want to arrive in the area. Google Maps is usually good anywhere, pretty much. Google Maps is also pretty terrible for on-foot directions. Yeah, on-foot directions is a different thing, but for Shinkansens it's pretty good. I mean, check this out. If I go to this one, which is probably the one that I am potentially looking at. Wait, I changed it. The one that I'm potentially looking at taking, it tells me, first of all, it tells me the platform. It tells me how many stops. So if I would be staying in Ueno, that would have been perfect, but I'm not staying in Ueno. It tells me how many stops, how long that first trip is going to take. So from Tokyo to Koriyama Station is only 1 hour 16 minutes. The problem is that from Koriyama, I go on a local train, which is 1 hour 16 minutes. And probably what I will do in this case is I will probably not be forwarding my luggage to Aizu Wakamatsu. My next stop after Aizu Wakamatsu is actually Sendai. So I will probably, and I'll be staying in Sendai for a few days. I'll probably be forwarding my luggage to Sendai. And carrying like a smaller luggage with me, if that makes any sense. It also tells you what there you go, what stops, It's pretty good, pretty accurate in that case. Make sure you select public transit and then make sure that it isn't like 2 a.m. in Japan. Exactly. Just change the when you leave. Nice to catch your stream. I'm going to Japan for the first time this summer in August. Hey, Juhan RT. If you are going to be in Japan around the 24th in Tokyo, around the 24th of July, 23rd, 24th of July, then you might be interested in checking out. By the way, I need to change this Patreon because I know that somebody's updated. I'll have to do that in a minute. So yeah. Hokkaido is an E5 Hayabusa Shinkansen 2. The light green one, beautiful train. Tohoku. 7:40 sounds like rush hour. Is that a weekend? Actually, when I say 7:40 and it will be a weekend, it tells you up here. It's a Friday, but when I say 7:40 a.m., I would probably be leaving earlier than that. I would probably be leaving at 6 a.m., so I will be missing the main rush hour, because I'll be in Shinjuku. So plus apart from that, like I mentioned, I will be luggage forwarding, so I won't be carrying any of my big luggage with me. Using Google Live View is really cool. Hey, happy Gaijin! Daniel and Yuka, thanks for being here. Planning some of my like little things. I've got all my hotels booked, and I'm just planning like where to get to each place. I've done everything up to here, up to the 28th of July, and now I'm doing the rest. So rush hour wouldn't be as bad leaving Tokyo, but don't forget, Jesse, that I will be having to get from Shinjuku to Tokyo Station, and yeah, that's the main thing. Make sure you get on the Chuo Express line to Superfast Shinjuku to Tokyo. Yeah, have kept all spreadsheets going back to 2014 and most of my maps. My maps is a really good way of actually like I've done here. This is Aizu Wakamatsu. This is the area that I will be staying in. This area, my hotel is in this area here actually, and I've pinpointed some of the main things that I'm interested in seeing. So the Sake Brewery is very close. Oh, that is going to be so convenient. I can roll into bed. Yeah, I love that. Then some of the other things. So it looks very, likely that I'll probably start over here, the onsen maybe, then head down to the samurai house, I think that was, etc., to the tea house, etc., and then I have the possibility of checking out another onsen down here and the temple, which I will have to look at now. I'll look at all that now in a minute. It doesn't work on here. Sorry, I need to sort that out. I need to make mods. Okay, let's do something. Japan Ichiban. Can I make you a mod? Because I need a mod. Dun dun dun! I was very impressed with Google Maps when taking public transit last December. It's great, it is great. Which exits to take, what cart to take, etc. This kind of makes me realize I might need some help planning. I'm not this big brain. Don't worry, this, if hopefully you could see what I'm doing and that will give you an idea. Going to lecture on Chinese architecture. Whoa, cool. Are you on the Discord? Have fun, Caroline. I suspect once out of Tokyo, Google Maps will be golden. Yeah. Yeah, I have the whole channel. Ninja Monkey is a channel, is my main channel. So I'm here. I don't even know how many people are watching. How many people are watching right now? 14 people. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Oh, this is cool. I didn't know that I can add stream markers. Welcome. This is a stream marker. We've been talking so far about Aizu Wakamatsu, which is one of the first places I'm going to. So yeah, check out my main channel. And by the way, if you do want to support the channel, I don't have super chats or anything like that, but you can for certainly donate via PayPal. And other than PayPal, if you go to ninjasaru.com, you have all the links there, including I have an affiliate link for Pocket Wi-Fi. One of the things that you will be needing if you go to Japan is Pocket Wi-Fi. So Pocket Wi-Fi will help you very much, or SIM or eSIM, and you can use my Sakura Mobile affiliate link to purchase at the same price, but I will be getting a little bit of a cut, so you'll be helping support the channel. And yeah, just go to ninjasaru.com and you'll be able to actually click on a banner that I've added to the link to the website, which is going to make things so much easier. All right, so far I lost my trail of thought, so I'm going to write here what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be leaving. So on the 28th, which is the day that I'm leaving, I think that this here is going to be my best option. And I'm just going to copy this, and I'm just going to paste it here. Perfect. Yeah, I think that works pretty well. I also like to go down the main things. Like, for example, I will be writing down in my spreadsheet that will be right from Tokyo Station 7:40 a.m. But I also want to write down that, because I will be arriving at 8:56 in Koyama Station, and I have to depart from Koyama Station at 9:15. So I'm going to write here 9:15 Koyama Station to Aizu Wakamatsu. And also, one of the things that I like to write, you can't see what I'm writing, it's on my spreadsheet. And another thing that I like to write is arrival times. So for example, I will be arriving in Koriyama Station at, according to this one, I'll be arriving at 8:56 a.m. And the reason why I write down my arrival time is because sometimes I like to have a little bit of a snooze, and I set an alarm on my watch or on my phone, usually on my watch, because if I break it, it doesn't interrupt people. I just feel it and it wakes me up, and I set it for about 10 minutes before I'm gonna arrive in a place, if that makes any sense. So I'm on the Shinkansen, I fall asleep, it's gonna be an early train, and my watch will wake me up. Hey, 12th of August to the 3rd of September with friend Shaki. He's a med on your Discord. Oh yeah, awesome. Awesome. Cool. I will be probably doing a breakdown at some point when I complete my trip. How much does my trip cost? I'm not going to lie, it's at the moment very expensive. At the moment it's around hitting the 8,000, maybe even 9,000 mark, when pounds mark, maybe, including flights, JR passes and hotels, and that is keeping it very budget. But remember, it is 6 weeks. But when I do, I will when I finish the trip, I will do a breakdown. I've got a breakdown of everything, so it might be cheaper, because sometimes what I do is I overestimate. I've been saving up for this since last August. So Mod Gang. A really nice onsen is not cheap, you're right. But you can also visit an onsen for the day, which is a cheap option of doing things. Pocket Wi-Fi is a great deal, especially if sharing amongst a group. However, if you are not streaming Netflix or uploading videos, activating cellular data on your existing phone would work. Okay, potentially. Like I mentioned, I have a affiliate link with Sakura Mobile. Go to www.ninjasaru.com. I'll just put it here. HTTP. Oh, there you go. Thank you very much. Japan Japan is on the ball. Also with onsens, definitely worth the money. You are getting a really high quality meal normally with your ryokan experience. It's a whole experience thing. It's not like just staying overnight in a place. Drunk with power. Hey, don't let it get to your head. I feel like a good alternative to writing in a spreadsheet is just to write it down on a solo Discord channel. It's easy to access via phone. Yeah, that is not bad. I mean, yeah. Somebody's just done it right now, which is awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jim. Hey, Jim. Still there? I see. I just cursed out loud when you said that budget. Good grief. It ain't cheap going to Japan for 6 weeks. Just put it into context. My flight itself was about 1,300 or 1,400 pounds. My pocket Wi-Fi is going to end up being about 400 pounds, more or less, because I'm going to be using multiple pocket Wi-Fis to have a really good connection for streaming. And then other than that, things like my JR passes, I think I calculated that my JR passes were going to cost about 800 or 900 pounds in total, if I remember right. I can't remember off the top of my head, but something like that. And then other than that, obviously eating, spending money, I'm keeping it quite low. I'm trying to keep to under 10,000 yen for food and spending money a day with a rollover. And my hotels right now are around £65 a night, average. Some hotels are actually like £180 for the night. Some hotels are like £35 for the nights. So it sort of like averages to around £65 a night. Have definitely noticed an increase in prices in hotels since last year, and when I was traveling before. I used to be able to do very comfortably, business hotels and general hotels for £50 a night, but it's definitely gone up. Should have mortals genuflect your presence. You can travel much cheaper, it depends. His trip is long and going to lots of places. Hey, my trip is cheap. It just sounds like a lot of money right now, and I've got a feeling that although that's probably my budget, I've got a feeling that I am overestimating, and I've got a feeling that I'm going to end up spending far less than that, and we'll just go on to my next trip. A lot of, not all the money, but I am very fortunate that you guys support me. And for example, I think that probably maybe a third of it might have been, not a third, not as much as a third, but maybe the flights and the pocket Wi-Fi, definitely the flights and the pocket Wi-Fi would be covered by by your support on the Ninja Monkey channel. So thank you so much. You're welcome. You're here for the planning. I'm planning to have 5,000 Canadian, £3,000, excluding plane tickets, for 3 weeks and a half. So you see what I mean? I mean, if the ticket's already 1,000, think about it like this. Yuhan is £3,000 for 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. That's just a little bit over what I have. And it's excluding the plane ticket. The plane ticket was £1,300, £1,400 for me, so that's already £4,400, which sort of, if you double it, it's pretty much what I'm going to be spending. But anyway, I'll do a breakdown. Let's carry on my planning. I knew it was going to be a bad idea to stream. I'm joking. It's always fun to stream. Always fun. Don't forget to like this this stream, by the way, if you are watching, and if you are new to the channel. Hi, I'm Nathan, Ninja Monkey, or the what do you call it, the Happy Gaijin, and yeah, I basically am planning some of my trip, and hopefully you can help me along as we go tripping. You can help me. Right, so I've got an idea now. You need my Coke Zero emoji. Oh yeah, there's no emojis here or anything. Damn it. I need to hit 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. Philippe, thank you very much, Philippe. Let me add you to the mod gang. I want my initial original moderators on here also. They help me so much with Ninja Monkey. Add as a moderator. Da, da, da. There you go. I'm not very sure if I don't have the bot on here, so it's not going to work just yet. This is the baby channel. All right. So the next thing that I do is I look at my Google My Maps, and I sort of figure out from the station. So Nanukamachi Station. From Nanukamachi Station, I'm going to figure out how far away some of these places are. For example, the Suehiro Sake Brewery. Suehiro Sake Brewery. I'm guessing it's going to be a short 8 minutes walk. Nice. There's a temple here also. That looks quite nice also. Ooh, I'm going to add it. Nice little temple here. Interesting. So this is the thing. You start exploring and finding these things. Ken Shoji Temple. Let's add it. Ken Shoji Temple. Have I added it? Oh, I think I've added the wrong one. Oops. Delete. Ken Shoji Temple, Aisu Wakamatsu. And if I can't find it, Aisu. Oh, Zen Soji, no, Ken. Ken Soji. I've written it completely wrong. Soji Temple. Aizu. Ken Shoji Temple. Ken Shoji Temple. Ah, there we go. Add it. Just for reference, and I can look at this map if I need it when I'm there. The next thing I want to do is figure out, the brewery is 8 minutes walk. Then I have Oyakuen, and exactly the same. Oyakuen, and over here I'm gonna put Nanukamachi. And I'll put walking. 35 minutes isn't too bad either, because it means that I can actually walk. If you see what I'm doing, it means that from there to the brewery is going to be like a 20-minute walk. So if I go to where's a brewery? Hey. Suehiro Brewery. Okay. Do you guys sort of see how I'm starting to put things together, and I'm starting to get an idea of like distances and whether or not I need to walk, whether or not I need to use public transport? So far, it seems that this is going to be very much a place of a walking sort of trip. No, tell me about triplets. I need to know. I've never heard of this triplets. I need to know. Please tell me. Please do. I'm more focused on seeing touristic places and the attractions as much as possible since it's my first time going. Sure, of course. Hopefully my top 10 Kyoto and my top 10 Tokyo will be of use to you. I hope so anyway. Alright, next one. I want to find out actually the next place, which is so I've done this one. We did this one, didn't we? Oyakuen. I did it wrong. Oyakuen. That looks better. Okay, so that's 25 minutes walk. That looks quite nice, eh? There. The castle is here also. Why don't I have a Tsuruga Castle? Do I have a Tsuruga Castle? I don't have Tsuruga Castle on here. I need to add it. Okay. Add to the map. No problem. So the castle is there, so I could in theory go via the castle, if that makes any sense, from the castle to here. But I think I might do it backwards. Anyway. Then from Oyakuen to Aizu Fukuyashi-ki. Watch me butcher all these things. So from there to shortcuts. $16 minutes walk. All of these things. I mean, the transit. Interesting. What transit is it? Is it a bus or train? Is that a train? That looks interesting. Oh, it's a bus. It's a bus. So I could get a bus in 5 minutes. So it's good to know that there's also a like a bus sort of like route that will basically be two stops. And I know that it's only if I was to walk it, it's only 12 minutes. But it all depends on how hot it is, because it will be the summer. It all depends on the weather. But it's good to know that I can get a bus, if that makes any sense. All right. So then from Aizu, from that one, I want to check out Higashiyama Onsen. I've got a feeling that maybe I need to go further along. $16 minutes walk, all very doable, or again on the bus. My pizza's here. Ha ha ha! I'll leave you with a map. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Hello, thank you very much. Dun dun dun. Pizza. Right, let's see, let's have some. You make it seem easy, so deceiving. Nathan, you plan far deeper than me. I pick start points on first visit, then I wing it as needed. You know what, Jim? There are some places where I do that. There are some places where I wing it, but in this case, I'm only going to be here for a day. Also, I will probably have somebody potentially driving me around, and I've been. Oh my God, this looks. What do you think, guys? Good pizza or not good pizza? I'm gonna make a mess, aren't I? Right, let me just get myself some. Let me just close. Where can I close it? Yeah, where can I put this? All right, let's move things around. I'm just gonna get myself something to wash my hands later. Alright, watch me eat pizza. I'll have a look. Have you tried or know anyone that uses the ATT International plan in Japan? I have no idea. That was fast. Gibraltar isn't that big. Doesn't take long for deliveries at all, unless it's a weekend. Then it takes ages. Oh my goodness. This looks spectacular. I'm a mess eater. I'll have one slice and then I'll carry on. This with a syrup of Coke Zero. Wow. The dough is really good, and the cheese, you can just tell it's good quality. Philippe. This is not pepperoni. It's salami, and this is in Spain. This is Gibraltar, and you're right. Spain doesn't know what pepperoni is. They don't know what pepperoni is. Here we get some like proper pepperoni, really good pepperoni here in Gibraltar, but I opted for salami. Spicy chorizo. Yeah, kind of, yeah. You never get a tip. That's sad. Okay, that's one slice down, and I'll carry on. At least it takes the edge of the hunger. All right, so what I was going to say is that in terms of the main spots for visiting on foot, it all seems very easy. However, I am interested in these two places that are a little bit out of the way, and these are this one here, Enzoji Temple. Let's do it. Find out what Enzoji is all about. Ooh, Akebeko Red Cow Souvenir. Very cool, I like it already. Also important to look at the hours, from 6:30 to 5 p.m. Okay. 6:30 in the morning. All right, that's good to know. Okay, so Enzoji Temple, and I do exactly the same thing, except for this time I'm gonna set my starting point at Nanukamachi. And Enzoji Temple. Okay, it's a 1 hour trip, and it's telling me that I can actually, details are there's a train and then it's a walk, so it's quite doable. I could actually do that probably the following morning, maybe. Okay, that's good. That's a good one to know. Not suited for walking. All right. So let me just make a note of that. About 1 hour trip. All right, might not be able to do it, but might be able to. We shall see. Made a note. So that sort of concludes that location. The next one, it is going to be from Aizu Wakamatsu. I go to Sendai. So I do exactly the same thing. I go Aizu Wakamatsu to Sendai Station. There we go, Sendai Station. And I'm going to figure out arrive by, and it will be the 29th of July. That one, roughly. And it's a Saturday, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's about 2 hours, 60 minutes. And if I want to leave, I don't know if that's going to be too early. Probably what I would probably do is I would spend more time Aizu Wakamatsu. So I'll probably leave without being Sendai for a few days, and that day is going to be a sort of a wasted day, because I'm not going to actually be doing anything other than settling in and actually maybe chilling by this point. So perhaps I might want to get in just in time for check-in, which is usually around 3 p.m. so I can get an Eki Bento or something. So if I leave at 11:30 in the morning, well, let's see this. Let's look at some of the other options that I saw before. Okay. So if I leave at 11:30, this seems to be the best option here. Aizu Wakamatsu, 1 hour 6 minutes to Koriyama Station, and then Koriyama Station to Sendai. That looks like the perfect sort of thing, and I'm just gonna copy it and paste it to my list here. Right, let's carry on eating some pizza and see what you guys have to say. Oh, nobody said anything. Everyone's bored of me by now. Next slice. Let's get a big slice of pizza. So I actually have another My Maps How do I open map? I have another map. How do I open a map? My maps, okay. My maps or google.com. Right, so I actually have one that I prepared. Which is this one here. I'll show you. So this one here I already prepared of some of the things that might be of interest as day trips or things that I might want to do whilst I am in Sendai. Not necessarily in the city of Sendai, but day trips. I'll actually be in Sendai for a few days, so it gives me the opportunity to do day trips, which is why I am staying in very, very near to Sendai station, so I can very easily whiz off and do things. So let me share where I have sort of pinpointed. When you're planning your days, do you set aside time for a sit-down lunch or just plan to eat street food? I don't plan when I eat. I eat when I'm hungry, and that's basically what I do most of the time anyway. Yeah. Is that custom map made with Google Maps? No, it's actually made, well, sort of. It's made with something called My Maps, which belongs to Google, mymaps.google.com. Isn't this Fox Village near Sendai? I think the Fox Village is near Sendai, but I'm not very sure if something that I would be necessarily interested in. So, some of the different things that I've jotted down. Zao Onsen, just give you an idea of Zao Onsen. And these are all places, these are all places that are generally easy to get to from so I don't know why I put this here. There must have been a reason. Nope. What have I got here? Yamadera. Okay, Yamadera I probably will do. It's one of Japan's main temples. I've never done it before. Yamadera looks like this. You've probably seen this image many times. Yeah, up on a mountain, up on a hillside, looks very pretty. And to give you an idea, if I go from Sendai Station to Yamadera, it's a 1 hour trip, and I could probably I'm just going to put a random date, but I could probably want to arrive nice and early, leaving at 9 in the morning, perfect. Arriving at 10 in the morning, perfect. Spend a few hours there and then head back. This is an example of where I don't really need to plan specifics, because I could see here that there's plenty of options. There's a direct train, it seems, so I don't need to worry. I can decide on the day, depending on the weather, where I go. Next one. So that's going to be probably one of the places I go. Aiku Onsen Public Bathhouse. Ooh. Okay, let's check this one out. Some onsen options, just in case I decide to go. Where else do I have? Shiogama Station. I put Shiogama Station because if I want to go to Matsuyama, Matsuyama I've done before, but I want to go back there. And Matsuyama is really, really easy to get to. So basically, from Sendai to Matsuyama, Matsuyama Sendai. Matsushima, so Matsushima, my mistake. Okay, this is an example of Google wanting to take you to like an island that you're not going to be able to get to. So I know for a fact from my research, and that's why I pointed it down here, that I need to go to Matsushima Station. Only around half an hour direct. So that's another place that I don't need to worry about leaving. I don't need to plan it because I know that it's easy to get to. If I go to details and I go to click on the line, I get more information. It is quite pretty, right? All right. Where else? Where else should I visit from Sendai? This is a matter of checking out. Gebeki Gorge I've been to before, from Sendai as a trip, and then Morioka I'll be going to next. And I think that this is the case of basically doing a quick things to see around Sendai day trip, I don't tend to use TripAdvisor, but no, TripAdvisor has gone downhill in the last few years. TripAdvisor has become very much like trying to sell you tours and that kind of thing. What a mess. Let's see. I trust Japan Guide. So, Yutan beef. Just going to write it down here. I've eaten Yutan beef, the tongue, before many times, but I've never really filmed it, so it might be an interesting one. I know that you like to watch Ninja Monkey eating. So, I'm going to be missing this one. Oh, there you go. Yamadera, I'm planning to do. Matsushima, I'm probably planning to do. Zao, I had on my list. Oh, that looks interesting. Naruko Gorge. Ooh. Let me write it down. And this looks interesting also. A great way to support these places. Copy. Do you plan on doing a live by Fuji Day, or are you not going anywhere near Fuji? I've been thinking about this, Sister Bliss. I've been thinking about this because I'll be having a stint, 8 days in Tokyo, where I've been thinking that maybe one of my day trips can be a trip to Mount Fuji, or to the base of Mount Fuji, to one of the lakes. So it might happen. I think that's a good question. What's better to do? I think having a planned itinerary can be a really good way of using your time, if that makes any sense. However, I think that going free flow also works very well. Depending on how many days you're going to be in Tokyo, I think that probably what I would do is actually instead of preparing a itinerary, I would plan a route of what you're gonna do, and then take it from there. You know, go on the route and do as much as you want to do on the day, and then the following day, you know, like continue the route, and just to sort of make the most of your time in Tokyo. And obviously, if things change and you decide to go somewhere else, then that's fine also. Oh, wow. Small pepper. Pepperoni. I am not going to be able to go to the Matsuri whilst in Sendai. It just doesn't fit with my itinerary. Let's go. I think that it is, when is it? 7th day of the 7th month of the year. So it's on the 7th of, no, there we go, August 6th to the 8th. I can't do it because literally I'm doing the I mean, don't be disappointed, because I'm going to be doing 3 of the other major Matsuris. I'm going to be doing Morioka Matsuri, I'm going to be doing Aomori Matsuri, and I'm also going to be doing the Akita Matsuri. The Sendai one, the dates just don't align with my trip, unfortunately. But the great thing about Sendai, though, and the reason why I sort of plan to do Morioka, Akita and Aomori Matsuris is because they're so far north, especially Akita, which is a bit out of the way, that those places you probably wouldn't want to do on a day trip from Tokyo. But Sendai, in the future, when I'm traveling in Japan again, which I will, I can easily just do 1 day trip to Sendai for the Matsuri, if that makes any sense. Thank you. Sorry about the eating. I'm so starving. Thanks. That's what I was planning on doing. Kind of saved all the interesting places on maps, and I'll try to do as much as I can, districts by district. That great. A few things that you can do is you can check out for example, my top things to do in a morning video is quite useful in my opinion. You can check that one out. And what I like to do is I like to set myself, like, put the things that, the touristy things, put them in order of importance to me, and try to check them off. Do 3 of them in a day. If I do 3 of them in a day, I'll be happy. That kind of thing. If I do 4 in a day, even better. That kind of thing. That's half the pizza gone. So the Matsuris that I'm doing are, I'll be doing, can I search for Akita, I'll be doing this one, this Matsuri here, which looks incredible, the Kanto Matsuri. So really looking forward to that one. That's the one that I've been looking forward to the most. And also I'll be doing the Morioka Hey, where are you? No? The Morioka Matsuri. Anyway, I'll be doing the Morioka Matsuri, which looks very impressive. I'm also looking forward to this one. It's a Matsuri that it's mostly women that partake in it. 10,000 drummers, which is amazing. Check it out. So cool. Right, that's enough pizza. All right, well, where are we at? So I think so far, and I might leave it there up to there. I think I've progressed quite a bit, just because I've sorted out Aizu Wakamatsu and pretty much sorted out Sendai. So that will take me to the next 4 days, which are all Matsuris. So I think I'm pretty good there. What's this up here? Interesting. There's something up here that I've noted down. Oh yeah, I wanted to go here because it looks really pretty. Obviously everything is cherry blossoms, but the street looks very nice. Forget about the cherry blossoms. Traditional with a river. That looks pretty spectacular. For those of you who are always like going on about cherry blossoms, this is just an example of traveling to other parts of Japan. You know, if you miss the cherry blossom time, you can go there. Bet the noise of the drums is amazing. It's going to be incredible. Looks really cool. I don't know how many festivals there are in August so far, but I know I will be going to the Pokemon one in Yokohama. I've done the Pokemon one in Yokohama a few times, and it's amazing. I won't be in Yokohama during that festival. I'll be up north, unfortunately. I wanted to do the Pokemon Go festival also, but it's just bang in the middle of my itinerary, so I won't be able to do it, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah. So I think that's been quite a successful stream. Please give me some feedback. What did you think? Is this a kind of stream that is like interesting to you? I don't know. Just because obviously it's a very different type of you know, laid back, me talking, getting on with my own planning, but hopefully seeing the way that I start to plan with it now, I've got like a rough idea, quite a clear idea of some of the things that I can do and where I can go. So now I will be able to dive in even deeper, you know. So what should I film? What should I not film? Where should I stream? Where should I not stream? But that is the plan. The plan is to maybe continue with this series next time I plan. Why not? I need to sit down and plan anyway, so I might as well plan and have you guys join in at the same time. Why not? Plus I need the watch time on this Happy Gaijin channel. So it's a win-win, I guess. But very informative to me. I like planning. Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm glad it was interesting to you. But on that note, I think it's time for me to have a computer break. I don't know how long the stream has been going on for, but how long is the stream? Not too long. I'm glad it was so just about an hour and a half, but it's been fun. Burning watch hours. Yes, thanks for the stream. It was very informative for me as well. I'm glad. Like I said, it's just going through the motions. This is like I've got all of the hotels booked, and I've got all of my sort of like things that I'm going to be doing up to this moment, basically. And the next 4 days of my itinerary, I don't need to plan anything. All I need to do is plan how I'm going to get to each place, but I don't need to plan anything. But it's going to be Matsuri, 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 if that makes any sense. So the plan is basically to go to the festivals. I don't need to look at what there is in the area. All I need to know is at what time the festival starts and where I need to be to see the festival. That's the next 4 days, and then after that I have the next stint of planning that hopefully I'll be able to do soon. 97 minutes, 96 minutes, 97 minutes. I'm gonna go for 97 minutes. Oh boy, it's been great having you along for this stream. Thank you very much, everyone, for your support. Your time is valuable, and it means a lot to me. So, on that note, it's time for me to say goodbye. Thanks, everyone. Take care. And I will see you all soon. Bye. How to end this?